So today I have a bit of extra time to walk, and yeah, I decided to use the extra time to walk instead of using the rings or anything because I ate about 4,200 calories today, and I burned about maybe 2,600 at work and doing food preparation and other stuff like that today. But I'm almost exactly at like 0 calories plus minus for like reaching my weight loss goals, but I felt that since I had eaten so much, instead of being plus minus 0, I wanted to be more like reaching past my goals a bit, especially just to be safe. If any of my calculations are wrong, I don't want to be gaining weight because I ate too much. Anyway, had the extra amount of food today because of a couple of factors. One, I wasn't in charge of the portions for my lunch or dinner. Really, well, actually, that's not exactly true. My lunch is true. My dinner is more. There was a lot to go around, and ended up taking the lion's share, I suppose. But yeah, for lunch it was already ready. But the other thing is that I was running low on sourdough bread, and ended up needing to eat the rest so I could fit the new batch in the container after washing it. I didn't want to have like a one or two left over, so I ate a couple extra pieces of bread. Aside from that, of course, there are little factors like Hayden didn't eat all of his lunch, and he didn't eat all of his dinner either, so I ended up eating both of those things, and anyway, totaled out to a pretty high number of calories. With not really worried about gaining weight, but want to make sure I am losing weight, especially since I got so much activity at work today. It would be nice to have it mean something at the end of the day. So today, for the first time in a while, I'm walking with a 20 kilo vest on. That's 44 pounds for people who aren't, used to kilos. But the vest I haven't worn it for a while now because oftentimes when I'm getting ready to walk, it's under a pile of backpacks or something. And also, if I get up early in the morning to walk, putting on the vest is loud enough to wake people up. I happen to have enough time to grab it out from under all the other stuff and not have it be something that was going to be too noisy to collect right now. So it seemed like a good time to get back into the habit of trying to use it, especially since now I'm done with the work week and I don't have to worry about it negatively impacting my strength or anything like that. I did quite a bit of I used my muscles quite a bit at work today, so I don't really think I need to do any calisthenics training. With the weighted vest on, I don't know if I'll have the energy anyway. But when I get home, if there's still time, I might do one set, but I might not. I'm not really sure. Of like pull-ups or push-ups or something. But yeah, I feel pretty satisfied with my strength today because I got a lot of trucks unloaded at work, and that means most of the trucks were wood, and a couple of them were unloading plastic. But yeah, unloading wood, it's a fairly good workout, especially if some of the wood was pretty heavy. not all of the trucks were completely full, but it's still, it's fun. I like unloading trucks. It's kind of funny because most of my coworkers don't really like unloading quite as much as me. Actually, I'm not really sure, but it seems like that. At least they're happy when they see me ready to go do that. And that's good because I like getting chances to move at work. And so when I later next year, when I get to work full time, I'm gonna have lots of opportunities to move, and that'll be fun. Definitely enjoy the fact that my new job is gonna be paying well enough to survive, more or less, and have a good opportunity to exercise. As long as I don't hurt myself, it'll be a good situation. I definitely will have to be careful because it's not really serious. I have already bumped myself a couple times and gotten scratched by a few things. And I think a couple days ago when I was getting off of a truck, I scraped my leg on something. Luckily, it didn't end up being like an open wound or anything, and I didn't get any bacteria in it. But there's always the worry of getting something like tetanus or just breaking a bone or losing an eye or something. So I have to be careful. But as I get more used to doing things, I'm probably gonna figure out good ways to protect myself. And I haven't really run into anything too dangerous. It's just that it obviously being a physical job with unknowns, it's definitely gonna be something I have to be careful with. It's like, for example, there's like you could have a whole bunch of pieces of clean wood with nothing on it, or you could have a few of them will have nails sticking out, or something like glass on it, and you wouldn't know about it if you're just reaching in and grabbing stuff. So luckily the gloves will help with the hands, but if there's a number of ways you could end up getting hurt with something like that. So yeah, just gotta be careful. Anyway, that's it's a good exercise, so I like that. And my vest, I haven't worn this for like a few weeks now. My boss at my other job was saying that I probably don't really even need it anymore for walking, but walking for like an hour without the vest, maybe 400-500 calories. Walking with the vest is probably more like 600 or 700 calories, especially if I'm walking fast. I could definitely see a large difference in how much sweat I was sweating during the summertime. I don't know if I'm going to end up sweating during the late fall or the winter or anything like that. So I'll have to see how that works out. Maybe it won't be so much, but I did sweat quite a bit at work, I think, because I was getting my shirt was getting wet, even though I wasn't really handling anything that was wet, so I'm guessing that was sweat. But yeah, this vest, since I haven't used it for a while, I haven't really gotten any handle on if I walk for about an hour or two, how accustomed my shoulders are going to be to wearing it, if I'm going to experience any back pain or anything like that, or if I'm still going to be as used to it as I was before I took a little break from using it. Hopefully I won't have much of a problem, but I guess I'll have to see. The light isn't very good here. Guess it doesn't really matter, just me talking anyway. Yeah, so I think right now I'm planning on walking around American Street a couple times if I can. So if it's 2 times, that would be about 10 kilometers or 6 miles. If I walk more than that, well, that'll be cool, but I guess we'll have to see what I end up doing today. With the extra time, getting in as much extra exercise as possible would be good, but I also need to make sure I get enough sleep, because sleep begets health. Without any sleep, you don't get your health. Definitely something I need to worry about. I had my health checkup. Most of my results were turned out okay, but I did have a bit of high blood fat, and also had like a medium high obesity ranking. Actually, I don't know if it's obesity. It said I'm overweight to some extent. I know on my scale it says that I'm finally into the acceptable range, but I still feel like, looking down at my stomach, I have a ways to go. I want to get rid of the rest of my lower belly fat and visceral fat and stuff like that. Still at around 23 or 24% body fat with a rating of 7 or 8 visceral fat. I think it was a little lower during the summertime. I don't know, maybe it was like 6 or 7, but I don't know why it went up in the last month. Maybe I have been overeating because of my new job, but I'm gonna probably have to readjust so that I'm not eating so much. Like way too much food today, I think. I'm gonna have to work on that. Anyway, like, even though I won't be gaining weight probably from today, I'll probably have an increase on the scale because of the water weight from the food or whatever, and that'll probably trip me up when I see it in the morning, even though I already know everything about what's going on. And having a high food volume with a high energy expenditure from exercise is actually better than eating a small amount and not exercising, but for things like metabolic rate and digestion, all sorts of other things. But like even energy levels, or how much you twitch and do non-exercise energy. I forget what it's called. It's called NEAT, I think. Anyway, yeah. Non-exercise, whatever. Don't remember what the name of that is. Anyway, higher amount of jittering, shivering, moving around, involuntary movements of the hands, standing up more, higher likelihood of taking the stairs, and things like that. They're just more or less involuntary movements that increase your caloric expenditure, go up when you eat more, and that can be like up to 700 calorie difference for like people, according to some of the recent studies. But so eating more seems to be good in some ways, but overeating is obviously not a good idea. So finding a good balance seems important. Anyway, look at the timer here, and the video's getting long enough that I'm worried about upload time, so I'm gonna get done with here. Like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever, Bye.